Hello everyone, the 316 here with another G.I. Joe Classified series review. This time I have the number 35 Storm Shadow and the number 36 Spirit Iron Knife. Both of these figures originally retailed for anywhere from $22.99 to $24.99. I got both of these from a sale on Big Bad Toy Store at different times. They're not doing the sale currently, but every day through the weekday, Big Bad Toy Store does a sale, and I think I caught these both on a Wednesday, might have been a Thursday. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at both of these figures. These were two that I had on my list for quite some time, but waited to pull the trigger, if you will, until I got a good price for them. Let's start with Storm Shadow here, since he's number 35 and Spirit Iron Knife's number 36. So, of course, he comes with his compound bow. I do have troubles with him holding the, the wiring back here. It like this one's nice and stretchy. This one's a bit more stiff, and it also stretches the bow out, and I don't like that. Obviously, a real bow is supposed to stretch a little bit, but I usually just have him hold it with one hand. So there's that. This is a little wrap that goes on the back of the figure here. Stick that on like so. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave that on. But if you want to have it off, you can. But it's on a ball joint, so you can't articulate it. Maybe he's falling and it's like up in the air like that. You never know. He comes with his backpack here, which holds his arrows. These ones are not removable, but it does come with one that you can slot in there, and it does hold. Like you can stick it in there, and it's not going to move. So I do like that. And he comes with two different swords. He comes with the longer one, and he comes with the shorter one. Someone said it's called a scabbard, and I'm not sure about that. Last two accessories, you have an option of a hooded Storm Shadow, or a hood down Storm Shadow, or no hood at all Storm Shadow, which is I think what the retro card uses. Personally, I like the hood myself, and to put it on, all you gotta do is take his head off, and then from the bigger hole here, stick his head through and stick it on top. I do have trouble popping it on when the hood is on, but it does stay on. You just gotta be careful about that. Yeah, sometimes as you can see, the belt here kind of gets up too high, but you can easily fix that. There you go. Nice and secure then. And this just pegs into the holes in his little throwing star harness, as well as his back. And get the bow in his hand. I usually put it in this hand. You can put it in the other one, but he has the two exposed fingers. Honestly, don't remember which side it goes on, left or right. I mean, I really don't care either way, like whatever's best for display. If I can actually get his bow in his hand. Ugh. Maybe I did put it in his other hand. There we go. And I usually keep the wire underneath the forearm, whereas you could put it on top. But this is how I usually display him. Anyway, that's all of Storm Shadow's accessories. Let's go on to Spirit Iron Knife here. Iron Knife comes with quite a bit. So first of all, he comes with this rifle. Mine is a bit warped out of the package, as well as the scope being pushed down. Just a bit of heat should fix that, but it's not too bad on mine, at least. So, comes with that. Great. He comes with two different knives as well. His are shorter, though. So he's got this, what looks to be like an obsidian style knife, and just a standard issue, kind of like field knife. So the standard issue one fits in on his knife holster here. You can put it in either way, although it does seem to go in easier when the handle, or rather the blade, is towards the front of the figure. Usually get it in much easier. And then the this knife that actually has a bird skull on the top. I forgot to mention that. It's very hard to see, but it has a bird skull. I thought that was cool. That just goes on his front, is right there. Last few accessories here. He's got this really nice eagle not, I almost said knife. Eagle, Desert Eagle. At least I think it's a Desert Eagle. Why would they put an eagle relief if it wasn't a Desert Eagle, you know? Here's his backpack, and it has a perch for his bald eagle friend down there. But you can't put the gun on. I find it easiest to put it on this way, although I think that it's intended to be put on like this. But again, I do have issues with that because that's where the bolt action goes on the gun. Try to, come on, focus on the bolt action. There you go. You can just, stupid camera, focus. Oh well, you get the idea. There's a there's a bolt action on that, and let's stick that in his hand. Easy enough. There you go. Does he have a up and down left hand? Yes. Most of the G.I. Joes are left-handed, at least up and down, whereas the right hand side to side. And of course, his last accessories are the bald eagle. Ooh. And as you can see, it's nice. It's painted well enough. You know, you got the white on the brown there. I could have used another layer on this brown part. The head here looks good. It's articulated with a hinge and swivel. Might be a ball joint. Yeah, it's a ball joint. So kind of your standard typical neck peg before they switch to the other ones. As you can see, you have two sets of wings. You have the closed sets of wings here, and you have my preferred one, the open sets of wings. And those are just on ball joints, so you can move them up, you can move them down, etc. And the feet here, they have a little peg, and I'll show you where you can put that on the figure. But those do articulate as well as twist at the ankle there. So you can put it up here on the little perch on his backpack. That's how I'm going to display him. Or alternately, you could, on his other arm, put it on his like bracer, his gauntlet, and stick the bald eagle in there. I do like that they give you two options for that. It does suck that he has holes in his hand, or arm, forearm rather, but I don't think it's all that noticeable, to be honest. I think the pinned version of this figure looks, the pins look better. I can't speak. The pins look a bit worse than the holes in the forearm. Anyway, that's Spirit Iron Knife's accessories. Quick look at the box. There you go. There's that if you're interested. Got some nice artwork on the sides of the box. The back of the box is just the same. Here's the side of the box that has the number as well as the specialties and skills this character has. So there's that one. And Iron Knife here, he's got pretty neat looking artwork. I do like that the artwork isn't the same for each figure, at least back when they were doing it this style. And there's his skills and specialties. Back, as I said, is the same. And there's the top. And he fell down. Uh-oh. Get those extra accessories out of the way. And we can take a look at the figure's proper Storm Shadow here. So as I said, I do have trouble getting him to hold the bow properly. So let's twist that. And he doesn't come with a left or right arm, so I can't actually have him position it, you know, towards his other hand. So he's kind of stuck holding it like this. So when I try to have him actually hold one of the strings of the bow, that's as good as I'm gonna get it, unless I could find a way to do it like this. But as you can see, it horribly bends it. So again, don't recommend you do that. Just be careful. Now, Storm Shadow, unlike Spirit Iron Knife, is fully pinless. There's no pins on the figure, as you can see. And they eventually did re-release this figure, but as a retro card, but there were a few differences, most notably no hood here, and the wraps were different on the forearms as well as the lower leg. So if you're into that version, I think it's currently sold out everywhere, but you know, good luck finding it. I definitely love this figure, though. It looks good. I don't have much like nostalgia for G.I. Joe, but a good figure is a good figure, and I just want to point it out, you know. I do like that he has forearm swivel as well as the upper arm swivel there, and he has, you know, the boot swivel here, pivot. You know, it has everything you'd need, and the Double joints, those work well. Nothing gets in the way. You can get him into some really nice poses. I might display him with the swords. That's probably how I will display him. I do like the bow, though. Don't get me wrong. It's just my movie Snake Eyes over here. He doesn't have any bows or guns, so I just think it'd look better. The bow can store on the backpack as well. I do like that. Looks good as well. And yes, you can take those out and stick these in his hands. What I wanted to point out is that they actually have snakes on their hilts at the base. I do like that. Hard to see again because it's in black, but you can add some like dry brushing in there, bring out the detail. Trying to get the hand in there. Come on. There we go. That's one sword. Oop, his bow fell off. Yeah, that's the one thing about putting the bow in the backpack. It does fall off quite a bit. Didn't realize this review's already 10 minutes long. Better hurry up. This one is a little loose on this side. I think that's just because I've had him holding the bow for so long. Stick that back on there. Come on. I mean, it holds. You just gotta be careful with it. But yeah, I'll probably pose him with the swords. I just think it's more dynamic. But that's Storm Shadow. A lot of good details. Nothing too wrong with this figure. I like pretty much everything about it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Spirit Iron Knife here. I really like this figure. When I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I kind of need that. Again, like a lot of G.I. Joe figures, I think I said it in the past, but they do have issues with their legs because sometimes the leg is like bent backwards a bit too much, and it just makes the figure kind of lean forward or even backward a little bit. So just trying to find the right pose for him, especially with the added weight of the bald eagle, has been somewhat of a challenge, but not too bad. He looks good. He is pinned though fully, so that kind of sucks, but I really don't care. He still looks cool. That's what matters. The head sculpt looks great. I like the paint job on here. They even got the little red tips at the end of the hair. I do like that. He has what looks to be a flash and a fragmentation grenade here on his harness. He's got two different logos here. That looks like a tomahawk, and that is kind of like a rank, I guess. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Good looking figure. The boots here, I don't know if I've seen the boots on any other figure, at least none that I own. I'm not really a big fan of the lower knee here. When I position this all the way up, this just looks very strange. I know that other G.I. Joes are better able to hide their joint there, but I don't know why they did it like that. You can see, like, the knee is its own part there. It's not part of the lower leg. It's just strange. I don't know why they did it that way. They also painted the red on his shirt there. I just like that. Yeah, good figure. Here's the back of it. Looks good. I think a wash again would bring out the pants at the very least. But articulation is the same as your standard Joe. Nothing too special here. Although I will say, when I do fully position the arms straight, the lower forearm kind of goes backward. I don't get that particularly, but I just see it as extra articulation. Maybe he broke his arm. I don't know. And you can get him to hold the rifle with both hands, and very relaxed too. I don't feel like it stresses the hand too much. Anyway, that's Iron Knife. Of these two, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I think just because of how much Iron Knife comes with, I have to give the edge to him. Let's get them positioned here, and we'll take a look at some size comparisons. So, Spirit Iron Knife here, he stands at just under 6.5 inches tall, and Storm Shadow is about 6.5 inches tall. Although, having them next to each other, they're basically the same height, so take that for what you will. Let's see how they look next to some G.I. Joe figures. Let's get Outback in here. Tiger Force Outback specifically. Let's get the retro card back Gung Ho. And actually, let's throw him over here. And I have the movie Snake Eyes, as you can see. He's got plenty of swords, but he doesn't come with any guns, so I feel like having those two next to each other would be it'd be better if they both had swords out, you know. I still would like to get the Fortnite Snake Eyes figure, but I'm not sure how that much goes for in the aftermarket. I haven't looked, but let's get the Joes out of here, except for Outback, and we'll do the rest of the size comparisons. Let's start off with our Build-A-Figure Atrocitus from McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse. He's getting kind of obscured by the eagle there, so let's reposition the camera. Speaking of DC Multiverse, we got the gold label Arkham City Batman. Let's get our wrestlers in here. Here's AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe, WWE Elite 100 John Cena, the Halo Spartan Collection Spartan Yoroi. Lastly, we got the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Black. And subbing in for the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I'm going to do Scarlet Spider from now on, so stick him in there. As I said earlier, both figures are great. Definitely recommend them. Get them on sale. They're absolutely worth it. Even at full price, I think they're worth it. But of the two, I'm leaning more towards Spirit Iron Knife is the better figure. But again, I think both of these are very fantastic and definitely worth your money. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about these two. If you'd like to see a Tiger Force or Python Patrol version of either, even though they didn't ever have one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.